Hey, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Thank you.
There we go.
There we go.
Hey, folks, I'd just like to start off. I'm Clifford Small, the Shadow Minister for Fisheries and Oceans and the Canadian Coast Guard. I'd like to give special thanks to Mr. Lee and the Petty Harbour Fishermen's Co-op. And it's great to be here. Thank you very, very much. And we all know the history and the relevance, significant relevance of Petty Harbour in the fishing industry of Newfoundland and what was unleashed on communities like this right across this country in 1992. And there's been tremendous conservation ever since, but still it goes on and on and on. It's conservation has turned into repression of the fishing industry. Well, I'm here right now to introduce the next Prime Minister of Canada, the leader of Canada's Common Sense Conservatives, Pierre.
Great to be with you.
And Pierre's a tremendous supporter of the fishing industry. He understands balance that's required in the ecosystem and understands the need to grow this industry to get us back up into the top echelons of seafood producing countries in the world. We were in the top 2 in the 80s. Now we're not even in the top 20. So I'm going to let our leader take it away, the next Prime Minister of Canada, Pierre Poilievre.
Thank you very much. Before I do, I just want to let each of our candidates come up, say their name, where they're from, and tell their story in a few quick seconds. Go ahead, Dave.
David Brazel, St. John's East. I had the privilege of living in Gould for 20 years, so spent a lot of time in Petty Harbour and understands the plight of the fishing industry here. Well done what you've done here over the last number of years in the co-op movement. Great to be here with our leader and my fellow colleagues.
Corey Curtis, so I'm the Conservative candidate hit with the right hand for Cape Spear, including Petty Harbour. Thanks everyone for coming out. I'm a resident of the district, 20 years in the offshore, work hand in hand with the fishery as well, friends and family in the fishery, so appreciate everyone for being here and appreciate the leader for coming here as well to support this great industry in our province. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Good morning, everyone. My name is Steve Kent. I'm the Common Sense Conservative candidate for Avalon, which borders Petty Harbour, Maddox Cove. It's great to be here with all of you. I'm proud to be part of a team and to support a leader that's going to stand up for our fishery, stand up for our communities, and put Canada first for a change. Thank you. Welcome.
Wow, quelle belle équipe conservatrice pour Terre-Neuve et Labrador. On est très heureux d'être ici pour rappeler aux gens que c'est le choix après la décennie perdue des libéraux. Est-ce qu'on veut un 4e mandat au pouvoir pour les libéraux qui ont augmenté le coût de la vie, détruit notre économie, nous rendu faibles face aux Américains, ou est-ce qu'il nous faut mettre le Canada d'abord pour faire changement en élisant un nouveau gouvernement conservateur qui va couper taxes et impôts, donner le feu vert au projet de ressources naturelles et ramener des emplois pour pouvoir répondre à Donald Trump avec la force canadienne. That's the choice, my friends, and it's great to be here in Petty Harbour with our incredible Canada First Conservative team. As you know, after the lost Liberal decade, costs and crime are up. Our economy is down under the American thumb. We cannot afford a 4th term of the Liberals. We need to put Canada first for a change with a new Conservative government. Thank you. And I want to thank the Lee and the team from the Petty Harbour Fishing Cooperative. One, for bringing home the catch and feeding our people and our economy, and 2, for putting together this very important gathering. Our fishery has been under attack by eco-zealots in the Liberal government for the last lost Liberal decade. They want to shut down all resource extraction. They're pushing these MPAs. These are zones that will be effectively banning fishing for Canadians. They're handing over our fishery to the foreigners who take our catch and empty. They handed it over. They handed it over. It's already done. They already done it. The Liberals of Carney Trudeau sold out Canada again and handed over our fishery to foreign vessels so that they can scrape our seas empty and fill their pockets with the profit. Once again, the Liberals failed to put Canada first, always putting other countries before our country and leaving our fishermen and our fish harvesters out in the cold without a catch. And we also see that they've imposed high fuel taxes on the fishery. They have a radical environmental agenda. They want to ban your hunting rifle. So not only can you not harvest the seas, you can't harvest the earth to bring home the hunt. Whereas here, people in rural Newfoundland and Labrador need to hunt. In addition to fishing, with the massive food price inflation Liberals have caused over the last decade, people need to harvest nature directly for their source of protein. So it's not just a matter of recreation, it's a matter of survival. And that is why, after this lost Liberal decade of rising costs and crime and a falling economy under America's thumb, we cannot afford a fourth Liberal term in power. We need a new Conservative government that will put Canada and Canada's fish harvesters first for a change. That means ending the ban on fishing in these MPA zones so that you can go out and catch, responsibly harvest the sea for a good living. It means backing up the fishery across the board and pushing the foreigners out to give back control and quota to our fish harvesters. And it means backing our harbors, our small craft harbors, which have been falling apart under Liberal decay for the last decade. Last minute, they'll make a bunch of promises to try and trick Canadians into thinking that they're going to act any differently in the future. But we know that they won't get it done. We, as Canada First Conservatives, are announcing that with a change in government, we will double the permanent funding available for Canada's small craft harbors. We will reverse the MPA zones that ban fish harvesting, and we'll fight to get the quota back for our harvesters, not foreign harvesters. The extra money that we'll make available will be used for breakwater to protect our infrastructure against storms, for dredging, and for repairs, maintenance, and operations on these small craft harbors that are essential to bring home the catch. This will help us to be strong against the tariffs. Donald Trump wants Mark Carney. We know why he wants Mark Carney. Because he wants more Liberal weakness. He's seen how the Liberals have totally weakened our economy over the lost Liberal decade. And he wants that weakness to continue so that he can take further advantage of us. We need a strong leader that puts our country first, that allows our resource workers of all types to harvest our incredible natural blessings and bring home the wealth this country deserves. We should be the richest country in the world with all the resources that we have. We have the biggest oceanic coastline in the world. We have not one, not two or three, but 4 coastlines to tidewater, if you include the Great Lakes, St. Lawrence. We have the 3rd biggest supply of oil, the 5th biggest producer of natural gas. We have incredible lumber, farmland, but we can't produce any of it because of the lost Liberal decade of high taxes and gatekeeping. We're going to unleash the production of our resources. We're going to support doubling oil and gas production here in Newfoundland and Labrador. We're going to back the offshore by repealing C-69, the No New Pipelines law, repealing the energy cap, repealing the entire carbon tax, including the industrial tax, which Carney and the Liberals want to keep applying on the offshore sector. We'll repeal the carbon tax. We will axe the tax for everyone for everywhere, for everything, for good, for real, for a change. We're going to repeal the hunting rifle ban so that you can continue to law-abiding Newfoundlanders and Labradorians continue to responsibly enjoy their property. Licensed, law-abiding, trained and tested farmers, hunters, sport shooters are not the problem. The criminals are the problem. We'll lock up the criminals and allow our law-abiding people to enjoy their hunting and their traditions here in the regions of this country. So it's about putting Canada first, my friends. We need a change. Who wants a change? We need a change. We need a change to bring home the catch and put Canada first. Thank you very much. Let's bring it home. Thank you.